here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Giants' rocket-armed quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Giants and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Alert!
Throwing now is Geno. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come at 1st and 10 at the 43. The Smith's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary: 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Vikings at 4-5, a game under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Henry is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that caps off. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith, throw left side, complete. That's Gray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Running from the gun with Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll drop to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Banks. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the... And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Wandale Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wandale Robinson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now Gino. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he'll they'll just get rid of him.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This one swung out to Williams. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
Okay, great. Ready.
Here's Swift. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4th and 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out come the Giants. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And, Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Geno down to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Smith. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tagged on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Vikings in the hurry-up. They're hustling up to the line. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. Oh, he's here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Smith's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown Giants. Dawson Knox, 51 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not up now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. The pitch to Henry. And he's got some space here. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They're going to try and throw. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings go and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Henry again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Once again, it's Swift. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that's simply opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Swift going to try up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. Less than 90 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Finding Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we don't ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.